Hey, welcome back to RePenWolf-Gaming, and this is Coffee Talk. It's been a minute. Who vows to stop major hospitals selling Fury sedative illegally? Coachella 2020, 10 reasons why you should go. Sports tournament in space might be only a few decades away. That's pretty awesome. Oh, hey, we got these two again. You really never changed. I know. But it was surprisingly nice. Catching up with people from back then. Thank you for forcing me to do it. Don't mention it. Hey, Repen. I'd like to order again. The usual. Back to the experiment? Yes. You know what? Try adding milk to the ingredients you already have. Alright. You know what to do. Maybe, okay. It was like the tea and ginger, right? And milk. Let's see what happens. Ginger milk tea. What if we go a different way? You add the tea, milk, then ginger. Galahad. Maybe that's it. Serve it. Try this. Thank you. Just what I needed. We finally did it! What about you, Mr. Hyde? What would you like to order anything else? I'm good for now. Couldn't help overhearing you both. It sounds like you two go way back. We do, I guess. He was my bodyguard. Oh. Did you meet here? Yeah, when this was a bar. What happened exactly? He was getting his ass kicked by a couple of dwarves. Ugh, those two bastards. It wasn't a pretty sight, so I intervened. Aren't vampires supposed to be, you know, tough? Just because I'm a vampire doesn't mean I know Kung Fu. Those dwarves knew Kung Fu, man. Bunch of midgets coming around, well, stout midgets, right? Come around and bash it in your knees with Kung Fu, man. That'd be a sight to see. Besides, I had a couple of drinks. I could have taken them both if I was sober. A couple? Really? You are trash, Tide. You told them I was your bodyguard. Wait, were you not his bodyguard? Not at the time. We didn't even know each other. But because of that whole fiasco, you both got kicked out. And this wasted vampire stuck to me. Like, well, you know, to a blanket. Obviously, he was too drunk to drive, so I hailed a cab. Turns out he was also too drunk to tell the driver where he lived. And I was stuck with him until morning. That's how friendships are made. Thanks for not leaving me on the street, Gala. Those doors could have killed me. Who were they? I'm not going to confirm or deny anything, but it's possible they may have had ties to the Mafia. Oh, you picked it. This is getting better and better. A dwarvish Mafia, and I might have lost some of their money on the stock market. Oh, man. And they had a beef with you? Oh, man. A lot of their money. Yikes. They wanted me to launder their dirty money, so I decided to screw them over instead. Yeah, I heard what they were talking about before the fight started. I knew Hyde was innocent, and that's why I helped him. He might be an annoying asshole, but he's not a thief. What a stroke of luck. The universe sending the guardian angel in my time of need. I don't know. You fuck with organized crime, they're gonna fuck with you. It's not worth it. Just say no. Like. So the next morning, I offered him a job as my bodyguard for real. After all the trouble you caused me the night before? Hey, I took you to breakfast. That's gonna make up for everything. Don't tell me that counted for nothing. I have to say, it wasn't my proudest moment. I was broke. Breakfast was an offer I couldn't refuse. Okay, I understand. It was late 60s, mind you. It wasn't easy finding a job, especially for people like me. Werewolves? War veterans. Oh. I mean, he does look the type, doesn't he? Ah, I see. So how did you go from working as a bodyguard to working in the hospital, Kala? Well, when he was working with me, I noticed. Hide. I prefer it if we skip that part. I'm sorry, but I don't want you to go into any details about it. It's alright. Forgive me for asking. I don't mind telling you a quick and dirty version. Long story short, he helped me with something. Let's just say something from my past. Thanks to that help, I found a new purpose in life. Helping other people live. Of course, it's not easy for a veteran werewolf to become a nurse or a doctor. That's why I chose hospital admin instead. So you can say I owe this guy my life. Thanks to his stubborn persistence in helping me when I needed it. Thank you for sharing your story with me. I didn't expect such a tale from you. I know. Anyway, Repen. I'd like to order something now. What would you like? Can you make a tea-based drink that's warm and cool at the same time? Warm and cool? Have we made something like that? What? A tea-based drink. That's green tea. Oops. Tea. Mint. Mint will do. And it's already warm. Sorta. We would add more warmness to it. Cinnamon, I guess. Tea, mint, cinnamon. And that's kind of what we want, right? Or if it's tea, mint, mint. No, just very cool. Tea, cinnamon. Ginger, mint. Just sweet. Only has a little bit. That adds a lot of warmness to it. That's like a little. Let's try this out. Cinnamon and mint. That sounds really good. Green tea, cinnamon mint. Cinnamon mint green tea. Oh wait, hold on. It's not supposed to be green tea. It's supposed to be regular tea. So, yeah, it looks good to me. Tea, mint, and cinnamon. You know, that sounds good too. Mint, cinnamon tea. I'm gonna try a different combo. So we did mint, cinnamon, or green, or tea, mint, cinnamon. Right? We did mint, cinnamon, and then. It's the same thing. Okay. Mint, cinnamon tea. Here's your order. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, cool. By the way, it feels like this place is missing something today. Yeah, I haven't seen her today. Well, speak of the devil. Hello, good people. And one vampire. It's good to see you too. Freya. By the way, we were just talking about you. Oh yeah? What about me? I was just surprised you weren't here. Is that how you pick up girls young enough to be your granddaughter? Whoa. That won't work on me. I have no interest in flirting with you. I've got high standards, I know. You look so tired, Freya. Hard day at work. How could you tell? Call it werewolf senses. Right. I showed Reapin my draft, and I actually got some good feedback. That's good to hear. Glad I could help. So I spent the whole day rewriting stuff. And also did stories for the paper. Overall, it was a good day. That's good to hear. But please don't forget to take a break. It's easy to get carried away by work when you're on a roll. Will do, sir. Speaking of hospitals, how's your hospital admin life going? It's not even a word, Freya. Actually, I'm not really sure what you even do there. It's pretty boring to talk about, but mostly I handle operational stuff happening in the hospital. Things like how much a specialist costs and how much it affects our income. I also deal with patients and their families. If they require intensive care such as operations, I go through what they do and how much it would cost them. Kind of like biz dev for people's lives then. I don't know what that means actually. You could say that. Damn, that sounds complicated and hard. That's why I'm suited for the job. Someone who gets very emotionally attached to patients would find this job pretty tough. Whereas heartless people like my friend here only see it from a business perspective. Good point. Why do people really talk about your kind of job? Guess most people don't really notice we exist, or they think about the necessity of it. Exactly, it's an interesting job yet no one talks about it. Maybe because most admins are just like me. We rarely talk about work outside of the hospital. Why? For me, I just don't find any reason to. It's the patient's personal lives anyway. Such professionalism and loyalty. I can respect that, you know? You should keep hold of that mindset, especially in front of this lady here. I would say cock block, but more like the writer's block at this point. He needs to be a bit less loyal, though. Hide. You've been doing this job for a while, right? Almost 50 years now. Whoa, I didn't know that. Wait. 50 years in the same position? Uh-huh. Holy. Ask for promotion, man. They keep offering me new positions. Mostly managerial. Take it. Not interested. Why? It's not something I want. Besides, as I've told you before, I fit perfectly in this position. And the salary must be better if you take the promotion, right? Of course. But what I get at the moment is more than enough for me right now. I still get raises while I'm still doing this job. I really can't figure it out. That's gala for you. I mean, a person who's been working 50 years straight, living his long life, you really don't need to work. I guess he just does it because he likes doing it. Anyway, my shift's starting soon. It's nice catching up with both of you. A person can retire in like 40 years. Easy. If you like kept to saving and investing and all that. Are you going to stay, Hyde? Yeah, I'm still enjoying the vibes here. Me too. I'll see you in a few weeks, I guess. A few weeks? Wow. Safe trip. See you around, Reapin. And you, Freya. See ya. Take care on your way. You know, it's kind of hard to believe. Someone like Gala could be your best friend. We were just talking about that before you arrived. Oh, really? Man, I missed an interesting story. So how did you guys meet? Seriously? I had to retell the story? Yes. Come on, you're not going anywhere, right? Alright then. You met in this place back when it was a bar. Whoa! I never knew Cal used to be in the army. I mean, he's got the build to be on the front line. Still though, why'd he make the jump from, how should I say this? I mean, like the army makes you turn into like a football player. And if you don't turn into a football player, you get all messed up and you turn into Gump. Forrest Gump there. Not Forrest Gump, but what's his Gummer? Yeah. Gomer Pyle, I believe it was called. Still though, why did he make the jump from, how should I say this? A very physical job, the medic. Well, it's not comfortable talking about it right now. But you know why, right? Are you trying to squeeze the story for me? Oh, that reminds me. We got this totem of chill thing, right? Freya, we got something new. Get paid for learning things. Oh, yeah. I need to use up the rest of my GI Bill. I really do. Veteran now working in a hospital. Huh. Hide here, right? Part of Los Angeles agency. Old enough, yet still seeking the truth and purpose of life. Nah, that's something. In fact, I've been blood sober for 10 years now. And he's currently a model, past stock trader, entrepreneur, venture capitalist. That's super cool. You know? Alright. Are you trying to squeeze this story for me? Obviously. He doesn't want to talk about it. I mean, she is kind of like a journalist, reporter, right? That's him. That's him, not you. Seriously, Freya. Come on. I won't get into details, but going to war, it messes with your head. No? You see why Gala doesn't want to talk about it, huh? I don't get it, but it must be difficult. Especially back then. The only thing he was confident in was his strength. So he only did work that relied on his muscle. I bet, yeah, if you want to talk about, like, if they had a similar situation as, like, Vietnam, you know, soldiers came back without the support they do now. Like, Vietnam vets were, like, really left in the dust. It wouldn't help him get over his trauma, though, right? Of course not. It was the only thing he could do. Or at least it's the only thing he thought he could do. But you hired him for his muscle. Hey, I didn't know about all that at the time. Besides, he's good at being a bodyguard. We weren't that close yet, so no personal feelings. I needed his strength, but then I got to be interested in him. Interested? I think he's a cool person. That's all. After a few months, I noticed his problem. I suggested he talk about it with someone, seek help. Of course, which he refused. Naturally. No surprises there. But I kind of pushed him to do it. How? It's complicated. A lot of nagging, usually. Eventually, he did go get a professional help. Of course, I have no idea what happened in his therapy sessions. In the end, he found a new purpose in his life. He quit working for me, and not so long after that, he started working at the hospital. He's been Oh, somebody came in. It's this guy again. You figure out what you're supposed to do? Good evening, everyone. Oh boy. Good evening. It's nice to see you again. You know, I thought you were pretty... what's the word? Interesting, right? We're also glad to see you, Barista. By the way, I didn't catch your name the last time you visited. Do you have a name? Name? We sure have. And Earth, please call us Neil. Come on, man. Neil. Yes. Neil. Is that your real name? Oh, of course not. Due to the nature of our communication, we do not really need trivial things like names to interact. From what we learned here, it seems like the name Neil has a lot of association with earthling efforts and intergalactic exploration. I mean, for however far along you've come along, that's probably like a puddle jump, you know? I get what you mean. I believe we did not meet the last time we were here. I saw you from afar when you left the coffee shop a few days ago. So hello, my name is Freya. You can see I'm a regular here. And you, sir? Hide. You come here often? Are you hitting on him? Someone who doesn't live in Seattle, yeah. Oh, you are not from around here. Neither are we. Where do you come from? Far away. I mean, that's so generic, right? You gotta be better than that. By far away, you mean a few thousand miles or more? More. Much more. More to the point that your strange calculation system means nothing. Holy shit. Galaxies and even further than that, huh? That sounds far away indeed. What are you doing here in Seattle? And do all your kind dress like this? Oh, this? We chose this appearance based on an image we saw when we first arrived. An image. They are a Remy Gendrew album cover. No wonder you look familiar. As for what we are doing, this place is really the perfect spot to practice our mitigation skills with Earthlings. But before that, please let us order something from the barista. What do you want to drink tonight? The usual. That is how you say it, yes? Yes. So, anything. Yes, we won't be able to taste the difference anyway. You really can't taste anything? Yes. What if I could brew a drink that can make you feel something? Interesting premise. But we doubt you will be able to do that. Challenge accepted. Please surprise us. Something that'll make him feel something. We can make it warm or cool, I suppose. Cocoa powder is warm. So like cinnamon or even like cocoa powder or ginger. You won't be able to feel that. Coffee, right? No. Coffee, ginger? That'd be hot, right? Maybe cold, right? Green tea. Green tea and 2 mints. Wonder what that'll make. Margaret. I don't even know, but I'm gonna serve it anyway. That looks cool. A cup of anything is ready for you. Thank you. What the? Interesting. Ooh, what are you doing? Drinking. That's how they drink. Whoa, boy. You're one interesting person. Thank you. That was a compliment, yes? Normally, yes. But you can't be so sure with Freya. That definitely was the highest form of compliment. What are you, Neil? Oh, she went in the... What are you, Neil? Us? We are travelers. Do our job in the space you call Milky Way. Doing our job in the space you call the Milky Way. Okay. What kind of job? We were tasked with a mission to spread our seeds. You really are here to find a date. All the way from a galaxy far, far away. Wow. It turns out pervs exist everywhere in the universe. I mean, he seems kind of harmless enough, right? But what kind of offspring would is he gonna make like a Cthulhu monster under there? We can't really see what's under there. Getting attacked, old man? Not really. You have a valid point. I mean, he looks like a nebula inside there, you know? You do not understand. We're glad if we can make you laugh. Oh, the pleasure was mine. If I may ask, why do you have to breed with us? You're sorry, but that is classified information. Aw, man. Well, how's the mission going so far? We cannot say it is going well. I'm not surprised. With how quirky and unique you are. Not many women can handle that. Could you handle them, though? Could you handle them, though? Me? I don't know. What do you think? You're a pretty adventurous girl. God. I wouldn't be surprised if you decided to go on a date. I don't even know how it would work. Or maybe go further if we got you a good story. Oh, you're not offended by that. Not in the slightest. You're wrong, though. I go on a date with them. I don't like to sleep around. Really? To be honest, I didn't expect that. Yeah, I get that a lot. I mean, that was a little rude, but people often mistake me for someone who gets around a lot. Excuse me, miss? From what we gather, does it mean you are willing to breed with us in exchange for our stories? Wow, no wonder your mission isn't going well. I don't mind going out with you for a drink or a dinner in exchange for stories, but I only sleep with someone I'm serious about. But our mission is serious. It's not that. You either have to be my boyfriend or husband if you want to sleep with me. We've heard of those terms before. Let us check them once again. He keeps referring to himself in the we, so it's a little bit confusing. This is very strange. According to what we found, many Earthlings mate with one person exclusively for their entire lives. Yes, that's called commitment. Such a strange concept. Then why, with such rules, do you still face overpopulation problems? Now that you mention it, you don't have enough control over ourselves. And those in charge also don't have enough control of us. Not to mention, some races live for a very, very long time. So even though there are rules about having kids, and they can be strictly enforced, a lot of people still break them. We know Earthlings boast about the concept of free will, but we thought your kind also loved the concept of restraint and taking care of the planet. At least that was what we gathered from your information network. Theoretically, that should be the case. But Earthlings are stupid. Okay. Man, my nose is so stuffy today. That's the easiest way to put it. We learned so much today. But we have another question for Miss Freya. Ask away. How can we become your husband? It's so direct. It's so heartless too. First of all, I would suggest going step by step. Most of the time, you start by dating. Boyfriends or girlfriends, you know? Before you talk about marriage. Oh, okay. So, how could we become your boyfriend? You can start by asking her whether she's actually single. Understood. So, Miss Freya, are you single? I mean, some people actually need this, you know? It's true. There are people out there who just don't know how to get a date, right? And there is lost an alien in that world, and they could use some coaching, right? Yes, I am single. Do you want to be our girlfriend? Jumping too fast here. Now, the path to starting to date varies between people, but usually it takes some time before you want to commit yourself to someone. Wow. The breeding process on Earth is surely extremely complicated. It can be easier if you're a smooth talker. Smooth talker? Huh? Someone good at communicating with others. That would be really challenging for us. Even after all that, making kids is still in a totally different league. Most women prefer it if their male partners wear condoms. Condoms? It's something you wear to prevent pregnancy. ... Why would you do the mating ritual if you do not want to have offspring? Pleasure. All this information is too much to process in one evening. So we talked about using condoms, but how do your kind have sex? Like, seeing how you drink? Kinda might be something you can't use at all. That's true. How do you do it? We were pretty flexible with that, but we cannot tell you the details, unless we agreed to do the mating ritual. I don't want to imagine how it's done. That sounds like a bit of an X-rated thing. Oh, you do not need to worry. You will not hurt anyone physically or mentally. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. Especially the mental part. We did our research, and we tried it on the testing object we made. What? It was proven. The mental capacity of Earthlings is far more complicated than anything else on Earth, sir. Oh, we did not know that. Being born on Earth sounds very difficult. It is. I have to agree with that. Anyway, thank you so much for the information you have given us tonight. It means a lot for our mission. We have to report our findings to the base. How will you proceed with your mission with this newfound information? We are not sure yet. It is yet to be discussed, after all. It was really nice talking with all of you. You're welcome. We're off now. Bye. Take care on your way, sir. Man, as always, they got some really interesting characters here. The silence that leaves something that's like, did that just happen, you know? That was really something. Indeed. He said the first time they came here was for a date, right? Yeah, but their date never came. And then they mistook Miss Myrtle for their date. The game developer orc? Wow, I tried to think how that went. It was pretty awkward. But you can't be angry at such naivety. I guess so. By the way, has that young woman been back since I spoke with her last time? You mean Miss Lua? Yeah, her. Oh, showing some concern now, are you? I'm just curious. No, I haven't seen her since then. But her boyfriend did come a few days ago. And Freya was being noisy. Pretty noisy, to the point that Mr. Gala joined the discussion. My. You really have a knack for starting trouble. Sadly, I have to agree with that. It's not easy to make Gala join a random conversation. Unless it really piques his interest. Or it annoys him. I don't know how to react to that. Well, I need to catch a flight to Seoul tomorrow. Oh, going to Korea? So I'm off for the day. Oh, you're leaving Seattle so soon? It's only for a week or so. I'll be back here sooner than you know. You know, he would fit in with the K-pop crowd, now that I think about it. Oh well. It'll be a peaceful week then. A K-pop vampire. Anyway, I need to get going as well. Thank you for letting me stay without ordering anything. I didn't even notice that. Really don't care about business. She didn't order anything, but she did attract people to the coffee shop. Huh. That's one way to put it. Anyway, Freya, do you want to share a cab? Thanks, but I'm riding my bike. Alright then, see you around. Take care on your way, folks. Alright, and I'll see you guys later in the next coffee talk.